Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. Welcome back to Gundam Breaker 4. We are going to take a look at the first chapter of the next DLC today. And DLCs 4 and 5 came out the same day. And yeah, I could not figure out what to build next, honestly. I could not think of anything. So what you are looking at here, which is causing a drop in frame rate on my standard PlayStation 5. No word on what it would do to a Pro, but yeah, a little bit of choppiness on the PS5 just dealing with this thing. My theme was large. I named this mobile suit the large because I took the biggest part I could figure out in every category and then scaled it up to the maximum 300% increase. So let me show you what we're looking at here. Okay, so for a head, we have got the Master Grade Bear Guy San head, which I'm going to have to shift the camera up to show you. Yeah, also I did kind of put a halberd up there just to make it even more ridiculously large. But yeah, Bear Guy San head. The body is a ball because that was the largest torso I could get my hands on there. Slightly smaller than the Bear Guy San head, as you can see, at maximum. Did I remember to scale that up? Let's make sure I remembered to scale that up. I did. Yeah. Okay, not surprising. Yeah, so a ball for the torso. The arms are Hygog arms because there is nothing larger. They're fairly wide and they're extra long, so yeah. The legs are Nightingale legs because those are the largest ones I could find. The backpack is the Master Grade Psycho Zaku backpack, because, again, largest thing I could find. The large Mega Beam Rifle, I forget what uses that specific, but that was, it was hard to judge this because it's hard to see the weapons at this point, because everything else is kind of gigantic. But yeah, I've got the large Mega Beam Rifle in one hand, and I've got the Hygog beam cannon, the Hygog's built-in beam cannon in the other. I have Tryon 3's Chohoken Hypermanovsky, which is a great sword, which is a two-handed weapon for its melee weapon. And for the shield, the Nightingale shield, because again, biggest shield I could find. And yeah, for parts, a halberd, left and right large anti-ship swords, the large boosters, which are, you can see on the sides of the Psycho Zaku backpack here. Ball manipulator arms, because, yeah, they're interesting that they seem to be able to scale up further than the ball itself, but I'm not gonna knock it. And the breaker drill, because, yeah, just because it's there. For EX skills, I've got sub arms, and the Bear Guy San apparently has a mega particle cannon built in. So sub arms apparently will just activate independently of you and just fight for you while they're active. I'm looking forward to trying that. For option skills, I can launch the large boosters. I can use the Nightingale's hidden skirt arms. I can use the ball's manipulator arms. The breaker drill, which you've seen how difficult that is to wrangle. I'm probably just going to use it as a movement technique. The large anti-ship sword. The beam tomahawk and the Nightingale shield, the halberd lodged in my skull, and the micro missiles off the Nightingale shield. So, and ability cartridges to pump up the hit points once again. So that's what we're looking at here. That is the build. Okay, yeah, 600% hit point capacity, pretty good. And that makes the current hit points 1,080,000. Very nice. All right, so yeah, we're gonna take this into the next part of the DLC. Only the thing is, I'm not sure how much of it we're going to be able to see. So we're going to do this, because why not? If this is as ridiculous as I think it is, I will probably try to change to something else before Tuesday. I might go in the opposite direction and try to make the tiniest mobile suit I possibly can. But alright, let us go to story EX4 and close attack against Scratch Base. Let's see what that is. Alright, I'll use a booster. We will go. I cannot wait to see how badly this messes with the camera in every cutscene and every battle.
You were foolish to make an enemy.
Probably.
Of
Oh, let's
me.
put auto on again.
Hello again, everyone.
Because like I said, I have the sound turned off, so I can't hear anything. Just easier to record without wearing headphones, I have to be honest. Ah, here's Mr. Gunpla.
Mr. Gunpla, to discuss the latest news about the battle tournament.
Great to be here, Rico. I hope everyone out there is working.
That's kind of hard to do and play a game at the same time, so yeah, maybe not. I'll probably work on a Gunpla when Tryon 3 shows up, though. Looks like the Soul of Chogokin is getting ready to ship as well, but yeah, that is too rich for my blood, so nah.
There have been some great matchups so far, but I
Okay,
can't wait
Meister
for the
Jin
clash
versus
of the
Miracle
Titans.
Team.
Meister Jin
Is that where we're going from here, or is there more to do?
For those of you who missed the beta, these two teams faced off in the final match of the last tournament.
As you know, Miracle Team already
We beat the Gundam Breaker 3 team and their new star player last time. And what are we doing?
So, you're saying you expect them to dominate the
Probably,
semifinals as well?
hopefully. Nothing's guaranteed. Well, that's true too. However, you know, as the protagonist's team, you know, things may not be guaranteed in Gunpla battle. They are guaranteed in anime storytelling. So,
Scratch base?
Scratch
According
base.
to my records, that's
building
quite
Gunpla since before
powerful
Gunpla
team.
battles
We've been
existed.
building
That's going to be
Gunpla
interesting.
since
Let's see
before
who is
Gunpla
here.
battles even existed.
They were true pioneers in their
Eh,
day.
would
I'm
that be
eager to see
someone-
what classic designs they bring to
Would
this
that be
match.
someone from Breaker 1 or
If
2?
you're lucky,
Or
something new.
something else entirely?
I see. It sounds like this semifinal will be one to watch for
All right,
a
let's see who
number
we're
of
fighting.
reasons, and it will be starting
And also how much of the camera space I occupy in this cutscene.
Are these scratch
Oh, that is so great. I am so happy.
Really?
Like, look,
Well, I
my
guess you are a little young to
my-
know about them.
hand is as large as the Lil incarnation. That's amazing.
Me neither, actually.
Okay, yeah.
I
so-
took a break from Gunpla, though, so I could have missed some stuff. Are
It'd be
they
interesting
old
to see who they've
collectors or
got in here.
something?
You know who they are, right?
Not really. Okay.
I've heard the name, but they're way before my time.
Yeah, I wonder if this is going to be related to one of the previous Gundam Breakers, or to Plamo Kyoshiro,
Jeez, way to
or
make a guy feel
just,
old.
you know,
Fine.
new
I guess
characters
it's
they've
up to me to
introduced.
educate you.
Let's take a look.
Scratch Base was
Scratch Base was building models and getting their designs featured in magazines 40 years ago.
40
Whoa.
years ago.
Okay, yeah, so that
Way
probably
before we had
is
battle simulators.
related
That
to
was before
Plamo
Gunpla kits
Kyoshiro,
were
I'm
even
thinking.
sold, so they were
That was before
designing and
Gunpla
building
kits
their
were even
mobile suit
sold.
models
No,
from
it was
complete
not. So they were
scratch.
designing and building their mobile suit
When I
models
was
from
a kid,
complete scratch.
I always try to copy their
No,
work
that
whenever I
was
saw it in the magazines.
Gunpla has been around for
They were
44
a
years
huge
now, I
inspiration
think.
for me.
42 maybe? Since 1980 or
40
81.
years?
So yeah,
That
that's
must mean they're pretty strong, right?
that's a ways you know, that is actually even further back than
I'm not sure about that. They were
you know, they are
amazing
suggesting here,
modelers,
so.
but I don't know how good
that
they
means
are
that
in Gunpla
technically this
battles.
game actually took place a few years ago. That's interesting.
You mean we really don't know anything about the builds or
No, we really
tactics we're
don't.
about to fight?
But
They've got to be pretty old
that's,
by now, though,
you know, I
right?
wonder if these are based on actual Scratch builders, or again, Plamo Kyoshiro is my guess, but
How good can they
that was
really
basically the first, like, Gunpla related manga.
Better than you'd think.
And,
actually. Scratch Base has some
okay.
strong fighters on their team.
Well, good to know. Thank you, Yuki.
Yuki, where did you come from?
Off screen. Where else?
Sorry to sneak up on you. I came to watch when I heard your semi-final opponents were Scratch Base.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna
Wait, hold
fight
on.
it out with some people who were Scratch building their own Gunpla
kind of.
40 years ago.
We've
That's
sparred
gonna be
against
interesting.
Their team a few times before. They're friends with some of our older members. I never got a chance to fight them myself, but they did whoop our
Good to
team in
know.
practice. Safe to say, they know what they're doing.
No way. Even without you there, I'm surprised they took down Nishiwaki so easily.
Oh no! We've come come so
We'll be
far.
fine, but this
Don't tell me
should
we're
be
gonna
interesting,
knocked out of the
hopefully.
tournament now.
Calm down, Tao.
This would be a great place to put in that 40-somethingth anniversary original Gunpla revival kit.
I don't care how good Scratch Base is.
The model for it's already in the game, because that's
If anything,
the one they use for the metal slime, basically, type enemies that show up in
I don't let
stages.
some
So,
old people psych me out. If they want to fight, I'll give it to them. Who's with me?
I am.
I like
Let's see.
your spirit, Lynn. All right, you've convinced me. You can count me in too.
Now what?
It's no longer just about meeting my childhood heroes.
Okay, so it's going to be...
It's personal.
Looks like it's going to be
I
a
wanna
Lin,
beat the
Mashima,
team
and
that
me.
Took down Nishiwaki.
I was hoping you'd say that, Mashima. We'll be cheering you on from the sidelines.
That's fine. I'll do that.
Which means for our third
Means for our
member,
third member.
You up for it?
Yes, I am.
I know they might be strong.
If I were any farther up for it, I would be through the ceiling.
We're all counting on the three of you to take them down.
We got this, Tal.
You got it.
All right, let's see. Now I want to see... Oh, there's feet. Feet would be what you'd expect on this scene. There is... Yeah. And... Okay, yeah. Cannot even see my head. It just... Yeah, the camera was, like, in the middle of it. I think you could see the haft of the halberd that was sticking through my head. Okay, yeah, so this is going to be difficult because I can't see anything. Like, anything. Kind of can see things around me a little. Yeah, there's the drill move, which I think skated past one and got the other. That's fine. There's the words.
Pretty big fan.
There was the propellant tank launch.
You better not freeze
Yeah,
up,
I can't
though.
even...
You have to fight your childhood hero.
Yeah, I can't tell when I'm in range or not. This is amazing. I love it. Yeah, so Albert, yeah, this is
Okay, yeah, I guess that is on
this
brand
is
for you.
ridiculous. All right, yeah, so I hope this ridiculous blur of clipping is at least entertaining to everybody. I did this entirely to amuse myself, and you know, I am amused, so I hope everybody else is too. This is just ridiculous. Yeah, I cannot follow my own movements in any effective way. Okay, yeah, those are the... I'm not even sure what I just did, but it did damage. Okay, if that is the drill arm, or the drill break move, which I think it is, it actually is more effective now because the drill and I are so large, things can't just skate off of me as easily. Which is dumb, but effective. Let's try it. Yep. Okay, no, Breaker Drill does still kind of scoot past things, so... But the other moves, like Manipulator Arm, they're a little bit better, I think. I think I'm so large, that one move just put me entirely over their heads. Breaker Arm is the most effective because it comes out of my skirt and thus is on, like, the same, you know, plane of existence as the rest of the enemies. That's just nuts. I am just amused, and man, imagine if they had like Neo Zeong parts in this game that you could add to things. I know it's a boss, but just imagine being able to use those parts and scale them up 300%. That would be great. Yeah, I should be making more use of ranged attacks because I sure can't sure can't even tell what I'm doing. Oops, I got stunned. So yeah, this is kind of ridiculous. And just trying to get things done is tricky. Okay, yeah, the large booster shot's one of the better ones in terms of reach. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely do more with ranged here, because ranged is ranged. However, if things are too close to me and my giant, ridiculous arms are over their heads, range doesn't do me any good either. So, yeah. Oh man, if I try and adjust the camera, things just get worse. Alright, let's get rid of this turn X. Or whatever I happen to be locked onto. Who can say? There was Breaker Drill. Here's Manipulator Arm, which also tends to skate off of things. There we go. Okay, yeah, that one at least launches, which, if I can get things with a launcher, that should realistically, hopefully, mean they get in range of my of my actual melee weapons. Okay, yeah, so this is kinda busted, not necessarily in a good way. Why is large booster shot not available? Oh yeah, let's start having my backpack do some of the work for me. Because even if I can't see anything, the CPU can, and it can be shooting things for me. Okay. I feel like I should have more flinch defense built into this, because that's not anything I usually really build for, to be honest. It's usually, damage and, item drops. Damage, HP regen, and item drops. But this is... Yeah, the sub-arms do seem to be pretty good, but they don't last as long as I would hope. I think basically once they have each fired their weapons at least once, you got to spend another gauge on it. Let's see, what about this? Not super great. Let's save. Boy, the large boosters take forever to come back. They're one of the more effective things I've got, so I get that, but still. Okay, and... Alright. But yeah, I will definitely change builds before next time. I don't think it's fair to subject anyone to more than one video of this, so... But yeah, this is... I really did, from, pretty much the beginning, want to test the limits of this and see just how far can you go with this? And this is as best I can, unless they introduce parts to even taller Gunpla at some point in the future. This is probably the limit. Oh, okay. No, I'm going to set this build aside, though, because I just realized something we absolutely have to do with it at some future point is put this up against the perfect grades and some of the large bosses and see what that looks like. I have to know. Like, I'm kind of hoping I can just walk up to them and have a fist fight with them at, on practically even terms. That would be amazing. But yeah, we got to see. I will do that for a future video. Maybe if I have the time in the middle of the week, I'll have that as, a bonus episode on Thursday. Although I may just leave it for a weekend now that I think about it, because, yeah, since I've got both of the last two DLCs now, I can just go straight through the story before we stop. Hey, Gundam Maxter. If that is transformable, that is, if it can be converted into its boxing mode, that would actually have a better torso for my Kamen Rider build. So we will see about that, assuming I, get to keep its torso after I smash it into a zillion pieces. But let's see. All right, let's use beams. Okay, yeah, if I get a sustained beam from the Mega Beam Rifle if I hold down the button. That is good to know, because, yeah, it will track where I cannot, so... Good. All right, missiles, and I'm thinking from where it is up there, I should be able to hit it. Oh yeah, let's do this. Oh wow. Oh, apparently it looks like if you do that, the enemies may go into hyper mode. That's kind of cool. Or it went into hyper mode on its own. Who can tell? But yeah, let's see. Oops, I got stunned. Let's use my it deflected my burst breaker. Or stunned me out of it. Could be both. Could be either. Could be something else entirely. You know, could be anything behind happening behind this ridiculous thing. Stunned. Yeah, this is okay. Sub arms want to do some work for me. The camera, I think, pulled back a little bit. That's nice. Actually, let me see what I was doing for a second by accident. Okay. Seems okay. I'm almost certain that the megaparticle cannon built into the Bear Guy San head just fired entirely over the head of the enemy. Yeah, just grazed it, but otherwise, yeah, I am too tall for the targeting to work. That is great. That is amazing. I'm not going to get a good rating on this stage. That's okay. The good news is that since parts do scale, you know, melee weapons and I think ranged weapons too scale with the parts you have that are holding them. Option parts scale on their own, so you know my melee attacks are going to have more reach than they otherwise would. It looks like though if you hit the terrain first with your melee attacks, just kind of like GBO2 does with most attacks, they don't count. That's kind of a shame. But oh yeah, speaking of ridiculously large things, there was apparently a Tamashii Nations show this weekend, I believe, which showed off a bunch of fun stuff coming in the future. A bunch of model kits and figures and things like that. I believe they showed, besides the individual Requiem for Vengeance kits, which apparently should be showing up at Target from what I've heard. I have heard of people finding them there, so keep an eye out for the Gundam EX and the Elite Zaku over there. But apparently there is going to also be a multi-pack of the other Zakus from Requiem, so it's kind of interesting. Apparently there's also a Requiem for Vengeance minigame in Fortnite right now. Some of the other Gundam YouTubers I know have done some videos about that, so I believe it's called Requiem for Vengeance Red vs. Blue, so check that out if you're interested. But the thing I was most interested in this show, they are going to do a Robot Spirits anime Big Zam. And, I mean, obviously, you know, compared to the Robot Spirits figures, which are more or less in 1/144 scale, that is going to be an extra big Zam. That Zam is going to be large, is what I'm saying. But also, it has a lot of features. It has an opening pilot's compartment with Dozel and his two co-pilots inside. It has lights for the megaparticle cannons, and it also has a little figure of Psychotic Break Dozel firing his machine gun on top of it, and can project his evil aura onto the wall behind it, either in TV or movie versions. I would own this thing in a heartbeat if it was not $500. But man, that is an absolute masterpiece, frankly. It looks great. It has so many neat features and accessories. Like maybe there's other Robot Spirits out there with pilot figures, but the only one I know of that actually has any kind of like human character representation in scale with the mobile suits is the Agai comes with a little acrylic stand of Catslets and Kika running over the top of it. So that is really cute, and I kind of want to get the Agai eventually. But again, you know, if I am not going to pay like a little over a tenth of what Big Zam costs for an ordinary Robot Spirits, particularly often, yeah, I cannot do that kind of money. That is a large money to go with that particularly large Zam. So yeah, but yeah, there's photos out there. It is really cool looking. I like action figures. People, there's so many fun and interesting things that happen with them. There's so much really creative engineering that goes into these things. Like, that's one, I know I've said it before, that's one of the things I always loved about Mobile Suit in Action. Like, the first wave of figures, which we only ever got a couple of here in the US. We got the original Gundam and the original Zaku, and they were both not very good. And they only had pretty well obstructed single hinge joints with molded beam sabers that had the just had the hand grips painted on the clear plastic. That was the first wave of MS in Action. After that, a few waves in, they moved to better joints, but still generally single joints, and the beam sabers became soft plastic blades with removable hilts, which is definitely an improvement. By the end of the line, like 5-6 years later, we had beam sabers with hard plastic blades, so they couldn't warp anymore. And we were on some of the figures up to a ball joint on each end and 2 hinges in between, which, actually in some cases made things just kind of structurally difficult to pose, if I'm being honest. But a good toy line just changes so much during the process of its production that the difference between the first and last waves is incredible. The difference between a 1984 Transformer and now is amazing. Missing Link Optimus Prime is the best possible evidence of that, because they went back and remade the original toy with as much articulation as they could stick into a Transformer like that in the modern day, which is just a lot. To the point where I keep seeing people, show theirs off online, showing off joints I didn't find on mine because the plastic was a little stiff, and I am a little nervous, I'll admit, about, putting too much pressure on vacuum metal plastic. That stuff can be very brittle, so watch out. But yeah, that is, sometimes I kind of envy my brother because, he teaches himself skills. He learns how to make things, how to build things, how to do things. And I just kind of soak up, just designs. And I was never, I never really learned much of anything too practical about it because I was never a particularly good artist. I tried, but just really never got to where I felt comfortable with it at all. But yeah, I can't help it. I like what I like, so I study mobile suit designs, costume designs, mechanical designs. That's my stuff. That's what I like. So, just sometimes, with the things my brother does, it feels more practical, which, the things you love shouldn't have to be practical, but at the same time, just he has built so many cool things in his life. He built replicas of Crow and Tom Servo from MST3K. He is currently working on converting a shoe buffer of the kind used to make the original PKE meter into a replica of it. Just a tremendously talented person, and I always feel like he is just on a better track in some sort of way than I am. Just always have kind of felt like that, which is weird because I'm the one who somehow, I feel like his skills and personality should also make him more interesting on YouTube than I am. But just for whatever reason, people have stuck with me, and I am grateful for all of you doing that. Believe me. But let's see. Yeah, this is going to be a long one because, again, just having trouble actually getting sword attached to, enemy. the Freedom Gundam parts, take that. And I still need to sort through all my parts too, which is kind of ridiculous. But yeah, so I'm going to have to go back and do the opposite of this. Find the like smallest parts in the game and see how far I can shrink them. Legs probably will be either, you know, the base for the ball or you know, some kind of SD legs. And you know, that's just a guess. I'm just going to have to, you know, go with it and see what comes up, which is fun. I enjoy that. But let's see, and let's just try more. Yeah, it seems like getting them in the air puts them in range of most of my weaponry a little bit better, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, some of these moves, the charge moves, are just a little bit difficult to handle. It seems like the manipulator arms have a certain amount of like grab to them, the same way that say Burning Finger does. Yeah, which the Breaker Drill does not. So yeah, Breaker Drill could use some adjusting. From what I've heard, though, I believe they put out a update roadmap for the future of Breaker 4. Number 5, DLC 5 is, for the moment, best as I can tell, the last DLC, like the last full DLC package that has been announced up to now. Can't say it's the last forever. No way of knowing that until, you know, they announce more or don't. But there are also balance patches and fixes coming over the next few months, and I believe early next year there will not be like new like mobile suits as DLC, but there will be some more diorama parts. I think there's some issues with current diorama parts they are working on fixing as well. So yeah, you know, it's not a live service game. It's not going to last forever. It will one day be complete and just have, you know, whatever it has, but hey, I'm really happy with what we got, and I'm hoping it is done as well as I hope, as I, you know, would expect, because just, you know, revitalizing the Gundam Breaker series, making console Breaker games a thing again, I'd love that. You know, I would love for this not to be the end of the series, not, you know, so far from the amount of support it's getting, I don't think it's going to be. So that's what I'm hoping. That's really what I want. So yeah, almost got this one. We are well over time on this stage again. Yeah, and I don't even think it's under level, being under level too much. I leveled all the parts to 40, at least, including the weapons, and it's just yeah, hard to tell how to fight when you can't see, you know, what's around your feet. Okay, yeah, we're still going on this. Yeah, it's going to be another long episode. Oh well. Okay, it is the Destiny Gundam.
That's one tough-looking mobile
And
suit.
Destiny Gundam, and I'm probably just gonna guess. Let's see. In terms of what could be with it, could be Strike Freedom and Infinite Justice would be like the most obvious ones. But if we went with who were actually on Shin's side at the end of Seed Destiny, that would probably be the Strike Gundam with Luna Maria piloting and the Legend with Rey. But okay, I actually landed the drill pretty hard there because, you know, caught them in the corner. So yeah, the drill does its best work when you can corner somebody, just like hands down. At least I assume the hands are down. I can't see them. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I do see that. Actually may be Providence, which I'm pretty sure, yeah, was, yeah, Raul Cruz was already dead and gone, I'm pretty sure, by the end of Destiny. I don't think he showed up again. And let's see, there's that. Oh yeah, update. I forgot to mention, update on the weird AI photo thing. They gave me a real photo this time, and I got the package. So, did I just clip through the floor, or was it just the camera? Academic, but I'm back up here. Yeah, so they handed the package directly to my father, which means that, you know, I got a picture of a package just being held in the air, like taking up half the picture, and my porch, my actual porch, taking up the rest. And the interesting thing is that, yeah, I am still convinced that photo was some kind of generative AI, because it is actually all the colors, like I said before, are right. They are the colors of my porch, the colors of my trash can, all those things. The picture looks like it was composited from parts of my porch, from photos of my porch. And again, since some of the colors on, like, just like on the door stoop, the colors are not what they are now, but what they were like 10 years ago. So if it was a composite, it was working from some very old pictures that I don't know where they came from. Probably FedEx itself, because I know I've been getting deliveries from them forever, but I don't know that they were taking photos that far back. That's something a couple of people talked to me about, but I don't know. I don't know at all. Shouldn't have changed the camera mode there. Oops. But yeah, so, okay, yeah, that was Providence. Okay, yeah, so just not really, again, not really, like, thematically chosen or anything beyond all being Cosmic Era suits. I would not mind seeing more of the Seed Freedom designs in here. I would like to have the Gelgug Menace in the game. You know, I'm a sucker for Gelgugs. I like it. I think I've said before, the Gelgug design from Cosmic Era that I've always really wanted a figure of is the Gundam Astray Red Frame Mars jacket, which is basically the red frame encased in a set of heavy armor that makes it look like a Gelgug. It's really cool. But yeah, never seen if there was a model of that. It was probably Garage Kit somewhere. So yeah, never have seen that. But yeah, that would be fun. All right, let's see if we can finish this up and go to the third one. And I will try and go all out there and remember to use my sub weapons, because yeah, my sub arms, yeah, definitely doing some work there on that, keeping that thing still for me. That's good. Do it again. And that should be the end of this section. All right. I doubt I'm going to get a good any kind of score. Yep, C and B. Yeah, this one's going to be bad. But that's okay. I've still got plenty of breaker boosters, and I can get more. So, all right. And let's see who we are fighting and if it's anybody I'll recognize or not. Very curious. Okay, they are going full black tri-stars. And that's kind of interesting, because... Yep. Okay.
Even though they may be older, I can feel their love for the
yeah,
game.
would they like to talk to us here? Are they gonna show themselves off? Or did we not want to come up with character designs and voice actors for these guys? Yep, no stopping now. They are clipping through my shield because I am just ridiculous. Yeah, she comes up to my knee. She literally comes up to my knee. Okay. Okay, yeah, these guys just apparently do not functionally exist as characters. It's just a set of black tri-stars. You know, like I said, if this were part of the main story, if they had gone with that, I think it would have been an interesting choice to bring, like, Plamo Kyoshiro or, you know, something like that in. Because, you know, Plamo Kyoshiro, of course, does not predate the existence of store-bought Gunpla. It is contemporary, more or less, with the earliest of MSV from, like, 81, 82. So, yeah. That's... The Plamo Kyoshiro is the source of the designs for... Oops, let's do this. It did some damage, at least. Yeah. Plamo Kyoshiro is where the Perfect Gundam... and the Zaku, or the Gundam Red Warrior come from. I don't remember. There's a possibility the Heavy Gundam is also from there, but it's been a long time. I think Heavy was an MSV instead. But yeah, they're you know, it is definitely the progenitor of all of the Gunpla battle themed works, because there was, even though there's obviously no, like, VR or anything in that far back, to my knowledge, it was, you know, it was a fantasy battle manga where people's Gunpla fought each other. So, but yeah, that is why the Robot Spirit's Perfect Gundam comes with googly eyes, because that was just apparently a thing sometimes in Plamo Kyoshiro. So, yeah, that's, you know, SD-style googly eyes long before there was any actual SD. So, and boy, yeah, like I said, I'm not going to do this again for a main story chapter just because I am so blind here. So, let's see, if I can launch this person, I'm going to try the Mega Particle Cannon. Mega Particle Cannon tried, and successful. Nice. So I was able to bend down far enough that the bear guy could, like, breathe on that thing. That's nice. Alright, so. Alright, almost got one. This one, and this one only, if I'm lucky, I might be able to get done before the timer. Maybe. We'll see. To be honest, you know, given the kind of, like, choppiness I was getting on the menu screens, I'm very happy to say that this is running very smoothly on, you know, standard PS5. You know, I would love for someone who has, you know, all versions of the game and all consoles necessary, which I do not, to show off what like this build or one very much like it looked like on a PS5 Pro and on the Switch. I feel like that would be like the, you know, the full spectrum of things. That would be interesting to see. But yeah. All right. Gonna try and wrap this up because I'm getting hoarse. Put some more arms out there. Yeah, I definitely need to see about flinch defense if I'm going to build anything this big ever again. Oh man, just everything stops me. See, it's the GBO2 problem. Like if you don't have enough stun defense as a gigantic suit, you are at a humongous disadvantage against everything, because they can just walk up and, you know, herb chunks out of you like the world's largest Thanksgiving turkey. So, alright. Let's drop some stuff on them and put out the sub-arms. There we go. Yeah, the sub-arms seem to be pretty good at juggling things for me, so I'm grateful for that. Okay, I think this is the last member of the team. We have 2.5 minutes left to do it. Let's do it. Assuming I can get locked onto it and figure out where they are. Okay. Let's see, I'm trying to think if those Black Tri-Star's Haimo Zaku legs are new. I think they're not. I'm pretty sure Shin Matsunaga's high mobility Zaku is in the game, so that would be where those came from. Because, yeah, the R1 type, the Shin Matsunaga type, has just, like, bare leg components, whereas Johnny Raiden's Zaku R2 has cowling over them. So, yeah. That is the major physical difference between the two. I think there's backpack differences as well, maybe some other little differences, but like that is the big thing between the two. Okay, let's throw the sub-arms out. And like I said, after this match, we're going to throw this whole build out for a while and just let it sit whilst we do something where you can see. I can keep going. Not for long. Like, seriously, I am going to... Gotta smash stuff here. Alright, and smack. Okay, yeah, that's what the drill can do if you manage to catch somebody on the guardrails. Alright, we won this. That is it. And here we go. Heal everybody here.
That was a hard-fought battle.
And
we managed to pull it off. You really stepped up your game lately, Lynn.
let's see, how far can I go up?
You're darn right I have.
That's it.
Okay,
My head's hitting the
let's
ceiling.
get ready for the finals.
Oh man, I'm gonna do that again because I have time, I think. Okay, yeah. That build was ridiculous and extremely impractical, and it makes me very happy. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Fighting Knuckles, so some new builder's parts. Excellent. 28,000 GP. I spent more than that building this up, but that's okay. Almost rank 48, and parts. Melee, BMAX, folding razor, master grade folding razor, graviton hammer, turn A beam sabers. Nothing too unusual. Oh wait, yeah, melee is probably what Maxter uses now that I think about it. Break shooter. Oh yeah, I think that goes to, I forget what turn A suit it goes to, but I think, oh no, it goes to Rasago chest break. Pretty sure. Providence, Gunner, Savior, Force Impulse, Green Shiny. Yeah, okay. body. Did I get a Maxter torso? I did not. Tragic. Looks like I didn't get any Maxter parts. Super tragic. Oh wait, there's one. I got an arm. It does have Cyclone Punch and Burning Punch, and Bursting Machine Gun Punch as its burst action. Appropriate. Okay, so yeah, and I'm getting some decent high level stuff here too. But yeah, I'm gonna have to grind this with something more manageable for Maxter Torso to see if I'm right about the Kamen Rider thing. Okay, that's not worth keeping. That isn't either. Nah. Keep that for now. Hit point capacity down. Nothing really worth justifying that. I know I have evasion. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. Don't think that is either. Okay. Evasion, hate up. That's not terrible. I have an auto guard part. That's all negatives. That's not great. No. 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 I got a lot of modules here, but or cartridges, excuse me. Yeah, not too impressed by most of them. Oh well. All right, let's see. Any more cutscenes? Yeah, I will say, you know, I guess they had voices I couldn't hear. We were getting word balloons. But yeah, we didn't get any portraits for these like ancient scratch builders, which would have been like really cool. I think I mentioned before, Makoto Kobayashi was a really impressive scratch builder. His design for the Double Zeta Gundam, he did a like display model of to go with the sketch. And if you've ever seen the OAV Dragon's Heaven, which has some like, you know, really weird robots done as giant puppets, that's Kobayashi as well. Some of them are designed on like variations of designs from things he's worked on, like the Gaza Sea and the Bound Dock. I believe both have variations in there.
Hey, I couldn't let them beat up
Okay.
my own team. Although, and I hate to say this, you guys do owe me now.
Yeah, I am, and just
Sure.
like watching
I guess
the
you
giant,
could say
you know,
that.
ball clamps,
So here we are again.
giant clamp hands from the
Final
ball.
round.
Let's rephrase, I think. Just slide into frame at the beginning of this was just so
We're
great.
winning this thing no matter what.
Yeah, should not have phrased that other way. Oh well.
Lillian's counting on us.
Okay,
after all.
yeah, we are progressing towards hopefully saving Lilin,
Hang in there, Lilith.
and yeah, that was basically, you know, a filler episode when you get down to it, but that is fine. Like I said, I'll go back for Maxter things and build something else new, and our next will be Fierce Battle with Meister. Okay, so yeah, we'll be fighting Meister Jin next time. Alright, that is going to do it for Gundam Breaker 4. I'm about to go get a big drink of water and rest my voice. Until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later!